Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jacob Degrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And right out of the gate, the Mets will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks. The unlikely.
Next for New York, Aaron Judge. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
The 0-2 delivery, fouled away.
Shut him down now.
The next 0-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch, does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap, and that usually means 2 to 3 runs in a victory.
At the plate, Mike Trout, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Once more a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Dero, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
The 1-1 pitch. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Turner, base runner at first with one out. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Turner is on his way home. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, with two away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around the score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Goldschmidt is exactly a 1-for-3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 New York. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper tank. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Manny Machado, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Machado!
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And right into the shift. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
I'll tell you, this team could really use a turnaround from Cespedes. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's the guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
Next for the Mets, Eric Hosmer. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-0 home. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Hit in the air to center field. Trout will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, all even now at 1-1. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. The 2-1. Takes that one for strike two on the inside corner.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Jake Lamb standing in now as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
You're nothing, Yankees.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. In previous duels with Degrom, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. Lamb, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Lemahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ Lemahieu. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark. Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Row. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand, and that usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Let's go, man.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. Lemahieu leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that one stayed up a little high. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Guerrero looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Fourth home run for him on the season, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with two outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He singled to open up the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
That's a strike.
Tough slider down low for a strike.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-1 Yanks. Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, this is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Another one sent foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Second baseman, Dee Gordon.
Here's Dee Gordon now, and he comes in hitting right at .260 on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Lemahieu's got it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Christian Yelich. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot down the line in right, his second home run of the game, and the Mets have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Manny Machado.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Pitch on the way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
2 out, nobody on. Payoff pitch one more time. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Hosmer.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside 1-0.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Kiermaier on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's the Yankees 3 and the Mets 2. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. On the corner away. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, D-Ro, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. Too high, 1-0. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
One and two to the Yankees catcher. One and two, here it comes. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Goldschmidt stands at first with 1 out. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Here's the second baseman, DJ Lemahieu. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Two balls and no strikes.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cespedes going back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Cleanup's here.
But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 5-2 New York. Leading off the inning, Mike Moustakas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's Dee Gordon now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The windup and the 0-1 down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit to first, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game, and that misses for ball 1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
A couple of walks for him thus far. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Fouled away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And a relay home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Digging in to try it again, Eric Hosmer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Machado stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 1-1. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mets 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 51, Paul Hero.
Trey Turner will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Trey Turner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 2-1 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. And Vlad won't get there. This is a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. Full count still. The next 3-2. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-0 count, the pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
The 3-0 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
1-1.
And the changeup is way low that time. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
All even now, 2-2.
Let's go, man.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 6-3. David Robertson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, David Robertson.
Digging in once again, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Harper at the track. Gone! So a solo shot here for Vlad Guerrero. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now. Robertson, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Hey! 3-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Keith Hernandez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Number 52, Cespedes.
Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Piazza leads off first with 1 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Another 1-2. Cut fastball misses 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Hot shot to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Piazza rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Now batting, second baseman, Dee Gordon. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 68, Dylan Betances.
Jose Reyes will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Jose Reyes.
Striding in, Dee Gordon. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball As a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Christian Yelich is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
2-1. There's the 2-1 home. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Betances is ready. Here it is on 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a couple of men left. We've played 8 full. It's the Yankees 6 and the Mets 5. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome. Aroldis Chapman enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
54, Aroldis Chapman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Manny Machado 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Manny Machado.
Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Ready on 1 and 2. Hits this one hard the other way. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And a good pitch there as he has to fight this one off to the left, and the count moves to 0-2 now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a big moment here, and standing in Vladimir Guerrero, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One out, one on in a 1-run game. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Another 2-2 offering, and the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. With it, ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So stepping in, Mike Piazza, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And on the error, a run is going to score. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Boy, Dero, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Aroldis Chapman, they call him the Cuban Missile. Well, he needs to start firing some bullets right here. He's in trouble, but I wouldn't bet against him getting out of this mess.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. blooper, and I don't think anyone's going to get there. That one's going to fall. And the Mets are going to walk home a winner.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The New York Mets came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Brad Hand gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.